Hi, Algebra 2 class. So we're going to focus today on piecewise functions again. So this is our second day on this. These are going to be a little harder. I'm going to, instead of just being lines, I'm really going to include a lot more of our functions that we know how to graph. All right, so pause the video, see if you can do this one. So we are writing the equation. So remember, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what are my x values. So I have my inequalities. So that's where the split is. Let's see. So the top one, that is the point 1, right? So the left one, the top one, x is less than 1, x is greater than 1. Who gets the equals to? Well, the right side gets the equal to, right there, and that's it. So now the left equation, that's the equation of a line. When you have the equation of a line, it's either y equals mx plus b, or if you don't have your b, y equals m times x minus x0 plus y0. So that's what I use for that. So that's for a line. This one I do have the y-intercept, and it looks like the slope is 2, right? This is up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So that means my equation is 2x plus my y-intercept is 1, 2, 3. And that's it. This really should be on, the inequalities should be on the inside, but, you know, I'm writing, it's harder. All right, the second equation, it looks like a parabola. So what you should do is check that it really is a parabola. So here's my vertex point, it appears. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 9. So this is a parabola. So the equation of a parabola in vertex form, x minus h squared plus k. So the vertex for this is 1, negative 1. So that's x minus 1 squared minus 1. And that's it. We're done. All right, next one. So this time we have our x values are switching at 0. Right? Focus, remember, those are your x values, not your y values. So we have x is less than 0, x is greater than or equal to 0. Right? So the one on the right, the looks like a square root, I think, is the greater 2. Okay, left function. This is a line, but what kind of line is it? That is just a horizontal line at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So that's just 6. Done. Now, the one on the up top, that looks like a parabola. Let's check. So if this is my vertex point, over 1, up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, no. So let's see, where else is there a point? Looks about here. So if you go, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up 2. So think about which function was over, up, 1, 1, 8, 2. That's the cubed root of x. Right? The cubed root of 8 is 2. The cubed root of 1 is 1. So that bottom function is actually the cubed root of x. Okay. Oh, wait. And I forgot the vertex. The vertex point is 0, 2. So then we got to put our plus 2. Okay. And that's it. We're done. All right. Here's another one. Again, pause the video. My points are here. So that is the x value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. So x is less than 6. X is greater than or equal to 6. I noticed that a lot of the left ones are the less than. I'm not doing that on purpose, so don't think that that's a straight up rule. All right, so this left function looks like a parabola. My vertex is here. So the vertex is at 8, negative 3. Let's see, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that it looks like it's a regular parabola. So we got our x minus 8 squared minus 3. All right, this bottom one, this one looks like a square root. Let's check. Over 1, up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So yeah, this one I would say is a square root, right? And this one has a vertex point of -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. So that's the square root of x plus 6. I did that wrong. I just realized that the top one's wrong. -4. That 8, it's -8, -3. So it's a +8. And I really love this unit just because you can see the comparison and how the shifting rules are exactly the same for parabolas and square roots and absolute values and all the things. It's the same thing over and over again with the way you write it. All right, now we have 2 lines. So let's see, so we got that's our switch point. So let's see, we got x is less than, x is greater than. That is the point 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 4. Now this time the left one has the equal sign. So we've got our 2 possible equations, mx plus b, and y equals m times x minus x0 plus y0. So I just brought the y0 to the other side so that everything's on the same side of the equal sign. All right, so this left equation, let's see, I got that point, and I'm thinking that, yeah, looks like the slope is -1/3. Okay, so m is, +1/3. Now sadly, I do not know the y-intercept. It's some weird decimal. So pick any point on the graph. So your answer may be different than others. That is okay. I'm going to use the point 2, 1. A lot of times students like to use whatever the change point is. 1, 2, 3, 4, -1. Did I say 2? Oh my goodness. My brain sometimes. This is not eraser, not highlighter. That was 1, -2, not 2, 1. 1, -2. So either any of these points that are actually on the graph you can use. So I'm going to use this one just for fun because I feel like it. So we have our slope, 1/3, x minus 1 minus 2. And then our other equation. Let's see, what's the slope of this one? This one looks like it's a slope of -1, right? M equals -1. So you can either do slope, point slope, or since the slope is 1, you can kind of play with the graph and just extend it. So my y-intercept is at 7, right? 9, 8, 7. So I could do y equals -x plus 7. Either way, those are both correct, or you can write it as something else. It's up to you, as long as it's right. All right, getting a little harder. Now we have 3 pieces. So let's look at the different spots where this is switching. So we have that spot, and we have this spot. All right. So my top equation, so this is the x value, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So that's 5. So x is less than or equal to 5. X is between 5, -5. Wow, I keep just not paying attention. And that's -1. So -5, -1. And then x is greater than -1. And then don't forget I have an equal to with the -1 in the middle. All right, so let's look at these 3. So this left equation, it looks like a square root. Let's check it. Over 1, up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. Okay, so that's a square root, right? That's a square root equation with a vertex of -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have -5, 5. But this one's a little different. What do you notice about this one? It's going to the left. What do we have? What happens when we go to the left? That means the x has to be negative. So instead of being like x plus 5, that's not going to work. It's going to be the square root of -5 minus x, like that. And then plus 5. Right? So if I put in, no, it's just 5 minus x, isn't it? Wait, hold on. Let me think about this. The x has to be negative. Yeah, no, that's right. -5 minus x. Because if I put in -5, I get a 0. If I put in -6, you get 1. If I put in -7, yep, that's right. So we got the square root, -5 minus x plus 5. All right, the middle one looks like it's a parabola. So let's check. This looks like the vertex. Over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 1, 2, 3, up 9, 2. Yeah. So I did actually make these graphs by hand on Word. So if it's, as long as it's pretty close, I know this one seems like it might be a little off, but I'm making these by hand, so. And my vertex point for the middle one is 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, -2. And then it's just a regular graph, so parabola, so x plus 4, quantity squared, minus 2. And then our bottom piece is a line. So let's see what the slope is. So I'm starting here. Looks like I got that. I got that. So the slope looks like it's 3 over 2. Right? 3 over 2 is my m. We don't have the y-intercept. The y-intercept is a decimal. So pick any point you want. I'm going to go with 3, 2. This point right there is 3, 2. So I'm going to do 3 over 2. X minus 3 plus 2. And that is my piecewise function. All right, I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Don't quote me on that. Pause the video, try it on your own. Let's see. So we got -3. And we got, what was that, 5? -3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. So I'm going to start with x is less than -3. X is between -3 and 5. X is greater than 5. All right, so let's look where our equal signs are. On the middle one on the left, the -3, and then the right one on the right. All right, so we got a parabola. It looks like a parabola. Let's check. Over 1, up 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 9. Yep, that looks good. So this is the vertex is the point. -4, 8 is the vertex point. Now it's upside down, so it's going to be -x plus 4, quantity squared, plus 8. The middle function is just a horizontal line. Horizontal lines are just the y value. So 1, 2, 3, -3. And then the right equation looks like a square root. Let's check that. Notice it's a lot of the same functions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that's the square root. And the vertex point is 5, 1. And it's a normal square root going to the right. X minus 5 plus 1. And we're done. All right, so now we're graphing. All right, so first thing I like to do is I like to plug in the point we have. So -2. Now, if I plug in -2, I get -9. That is a closed circle. And that's a less than. A less than is going left. And then the bottom one, if I plug in -2, remember when you plug in -2 into a constant number, you just get -8. That is an open circle, and that's to the right. All right, so we got -2, -9. Now we're going left. Now, that's what type of function? It's a parabola. Now pay attention, what is the vertex point? This point in -2, -9 is the vertex. So we're just going to do our half a parabola. Over 1 up 1, over 2 up 4, over 3 up 9. So there's my half a parabola. And then the other side, -2, -8, which is right here. It's an open circle, and it's just a horizontal line. And that's it. Not too bad. These are actually easier. I think writing the equation is harder than graphing. All right, pause the video, try it on your own. So we have the point for -2, and the nice thing is 4, 4. So this is the vertex point. X is greater than. Now pay attention, because this one's actually flipped. It's an open circle, but it's greater than this time. So we're going to the right. So whoever made this, I didn't make I don't think I actually made this. They flipped the order. So pay attention. This is a line on the bottom. So this is left, because it's less than, closed circle, 4, comma, if I plug in 4, I get 2 plus 3, which is 5. All right, so I got 4, -2, open circle. We're going to the right. That is the vertex point. So over 1, up 1, over 4, up 2. And there's that point. And then I have 4, 5, closed circle. Now my slope is a half. Now this is the thing that messes kids up the most. Think about a positive slope. Positive slope looks like this. That's a positive slope, negative slope. It tends to throw kids off because you're going left, but it's a positive slope. So we're actually we have to go down. A lot of kids draw the lines wrong because they're thinking up and right, like that's the rise and run. But make sure you pay attention to the way the lines are going to go. All right, try this one on your own. So we got 0, comma, -8. This is an open circle, and it's a greater than, so we're going to the right. And then the bottom one, 0, 4, closed circle, we're going left. All right, so 0, -8, open circle. This is just a plain line, and that's actually the y-intercept anyways. So I'm just going to do my slope of 3 over 1. So 1, 2, 3 over 1. 3 over 1, 3 over 1, 3 over 1. I'm sorry, my lines are like, it's awkward, but it's all I can do on my tablet. All right, what is happening? Oh, I turned my pen off. Okay. 0, 4, closed circle. That's a parabola. 0, 4 is the vertex, and it's negative, so it's upside down. So over 1, down 1, down 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's my half of parabola. And we're done. Not so bad. All right. I think this is our last easy one, so try this one on your own. Do green this time. So 2, 5, right? When you have nothing to plug in, so this is always your y value. Y value. This is an open circle, and x is less than, so we're going left. Make it Christmassy, and then 2, 5. Closed circle. We're going right. And notice the negative in front. So what does that tell us about our square root? It's going to be upside down. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to 2, 5. And it's just a horizontal line going to the left. Now notice, what do you notice? The 2, 5 is right on top. They actually meet up. So this is a really important thing that's going to happen in calculus. So in calculus, we talk about, will the 2 points be the same? If that happens, we call that continuous. So there's no like gap between the two pieces. So that's an important point. So I did that on purpose. So 2, 5 is the vertex point for my parabola. It's upside down though. So over 1, down 1. Over 4, down 2, and I can't reach the 9. So there it is. All right, so we got 2 left. These are the harder ones. All right, so these are a little harder because I'm giving you a parabola where the point you're plugging in is not the vertex. So take a minute and try this one. So if I plug in -5, what do I get? That gives me 3. Closed circle. Greater than means right. Now, this is a parabola, so I'm also going to right above the function write down the vertex point. That's my vertex. And then the bottom one, I have -5, 5, open circle, and left. All right. So, if I'm starting with the parabola, I've got -5, -3 is my closed circle. But where's the vertex? The vertex is -4, +4. I just plotted that wrong. Oh, okay. -5, +3. We are right there. The vertex point is here. Now, if the vertex point isn't in the graph, I usually plot it and we'll erase it. So this is my vertex point at the 4. So then from here, I'm going to go my over 1, down 1, over 2, down 4, over 3, down 9. So what's that? That's 4 right there. So there's my parabola. And then -5, 5. So we are here. And we're going to the left. Now, again, I usually will draw myself a picture just so that I don't mess this up. Positive slope, negative slope. So I need my graph to look like that. So I'm going to go up and left. And there is my piecewise function. Done. All right, last one. This one's easy. I thought this was going to be a hard one. Aw, that's sad. Whatever. Do this one. All right, so we got -5, -1. Open circle, greater than is to the right. -5, -1. Ooh, there's an overlap on this one. And this one's left. So -5, -1. So to the right, it's a square root, and this is and 5, 1 is the vertex point. Right, this is the vertex. So over 1, up 1. Over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. We can go over 9, so it's 5 and 4, up 3. And then the bottom one, again, these overlap, so this is a continuous function. I have a positive slope. Positive slope looks like that. So I'm going to go down. So this one's kind of fun looking. I don't know, I kind of like it. It looks like it kind of almost looks like a normal. It looks like one graph, but it's actually different pieces. So, all right, that was our lesson for today. I don't have homework for you. Just kind of going through with me was the lesson. I will give homework on this tomorrow. Have a fabulous day, you guys.